Welcome aboard for today's flight in X-Plane 11 in the Dash Q400. We're flying from Greenville Spartanburg International Airport to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So let's get ready and have some fun. There's our bird, the Dash Q400, parked at Greenville Spartanburg International Airport. And this one is the latest updated version with the X-Plane 11 FMC. So it is compatible and ready to go. Okay, we'll have a medium load, even though it's a short flight. It's 179 miles. Takes less than an hour to get there. So we'll get the packs loaded here just shortly. This is a SimBuddy client virtual airline flight, and we'll be flying for the virtual airline Solus Wings National. So we'll get the battery power going. Start getting our aircraft ready. Okay. Get some lights on so people know we're busy doing our thing. And we'll get the APU started. So we've got the APU started, get the bleed air. And it's been a very long time since I flew this airplane, so let's see if I can remember how to get the engine started here just shortly. But first, we got some power to the airplane. Let's see about maybe getting our FMC set up. Get rid of that. That's our reshade that we're not using. So, and here is, with this update, the FMC is strictly a pop-up. So I've got some key binding done for that. And here we show that we're in X-Plane 11, the R1, which is the latest download. And we're starting at KGSP, which is Greenville Spartanburg, and we're going to Myrtle Beach, KMYR. Okay. And that's how many legs we have right now, but we're going to have that changed here real shortly. First of all, let's do our cruise. We're going to be cruising at 220 knots and flying at 10,000 feet. Whoops, not 100,000. Okay. So flight level is going to be 10,000. Target speed is going to be 220. And it didn't like that, so let's just do 220. Plug that in. There we go. So that's looking good. Now let's do our departure. And we're going to be departing from runway 04. going to do our arrival at ILS 18. I'm wrong. Change that up for you. We're going to be landing on runway 36. That comes in from the ocean, which is the standard for Myrtle Beach. So there's our legs. So FMC is ready to go. And as you can see, it doesn't show up there, but we'll change this to FMS1 on our, so it works when we click on our nav. And we'll start setting up our autopilot here for okay, we've got our setup for FMS1. And all this programming and setting up the aircraft to fly takes almost as long as the flight itself. So, and we're going to end up probably having to hot start this because there's still a few glitches with this aircraft. And one of the things I don't really care is with my other aircraft, I've got a key binding on my X55 Pro for reversers. In this one, you have to be careful, excuse me, in when you're handling the actual throttle quadrants, that if you pull them all the way back, it goes into reverse. That's how it's set up. I don't really care for it because I think it's a little too sensitive. And a couple times while I've been flying, coming in for approach and things, when I go to slow down, I've actually taken it too far and it's kicked the props into reverse. So it's one of the things we have to be care of. Okay, we're going to go ahead and try and start the engines. See if I remember everything I've got going here. See if I do it. Sometimes it takes me 2 or 3 tries. Got a little froggy today. Yep. Keep trying, William. Keep trying. Gotta get these key bindings right. Move it back to start. See, normally when you start up these airplanes, you start with the mixture all the way down, the fuel levers into the closed position. You start the engine, run the turbine with the external power up to about 24, and then throw the fuel on, and then the engine starts up, no problem. This sometimes gives me a little bit of a problem, and I have to start with it actually fuel already on, which is what we call a hot start. It's not a good way to do things. And it's fighting me today, that's for sure. We'll get it. Of course, I'm going to double check things here. Let's go ahead and close the doors while we get these knobs set up. Alright, we got them. Engine 1 is up. Alright, good. Finally. Let's get number 2 started then. Flipping on, there we go. Switch on. Start. Press the button. Here we go. Okay, she's starting up nicely. Okay, so now we'll get our pack settled.
We're good to go.
Okay, packs are on. Let's get the music started for them and get them seatbelted in. And with that, it looks like we're just about set to taxi. And we're moving. And so we'll get out here on the taxiway and head down to the end of the runway. Somebody boarded in there landing. Yeah, and this is something you don't see every day. We got a DC-6 down there. Looks like he's getting ready to take off. And he's got his tow tractor and all his jack stands still attached. So, yeah, that's what I call total immersion in realism. So we can just watch him take off. There he goes. As we set our flaps to takeoff position. And I need to turn on my pitot heat now that we're down here towards the end of the runway. I don't turn them on when we're just setting the aircraft up because they have a tendency, if you sit there too long, they'll overheat. So, okay, we'll double check, make sure we don't have any aircraft coming. Double check flaps are in takeoff configuration, set at 5, okay. So, that's all looking good. Nobody on a final. So, we are about ready to go. As they say, kick the tires, light the fires, and let's get out of Dodge. Mixture full rich. Get out here on runway 4, get lined up, and we'll be ready to rock and roll. Double check everything. Okay, we're looking good. Put on our yaw dampener. Alright. Not going to do any drastic climbs out of this. We want to keep our passengers comfortable and happy. Rotate. Nice, easy, gradual liftoff. Gear up, positive rate. And we can bring the flaps up here. Okay, pretty quick here. We'll get onto our base heading. Turn on autopilot. And we should be on our way. It's getting late in the afternoon here. Not a bad day weather-wise. We'll be landing about dusk, just before dark. So I don't foresee any problems with this flight. Should be rather uneventful, straightforward. 179 miles. And everything appears to be functioning properly. The sun is slowly starting to set. Yeah, our twin turbos are just purring right along. Birds flying beautifully. Passengers are happy. So it won't be long. We'll be starting our descent and preparing for landing. Yep. We're getting there. It won't be long now. Get ready to approach runway 36. As you can see, we've started doing our descent. Slow and easy. Okay. See, we're at the coast. Way over there to our left is the airport, and we'll we'll be making a swing around to that. See the beacon over there. And the runway lights, so we'll be make a turn and get lined up for that. And I could let the autopilot fly us there, but I kind of like to do things with most of my aircraft fly by hand, so that is exactly what I'm going to do. And autopilot off, aircraft is mine. Yes, we'll be doing it all by hand from now, so whatever happens is on me. First degree of flaps. Landing gear coming down. And it's locked 3 green. Good to go. Bit of a wind here today, so we'll have to do pretty good wind actually. Flaps 10. KMYR, keep us on glide slow. Don't want our passengers to get their feet wet, so flaps 15. Yeah, that crosswind's picking on us a little bit here, so we'll give it a little more power to help stabilize the aircraft. But we're looking okay. The wind's kicking us pretty good, but we're all right. And we're down. Get the reversers in gear. And we'll slow her down. Bringing the flaps up, clean up the airplane, off the reversers. And we'll get ready to make our right turn here off the runway and head for the gate. So welcome to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Get up here, get stopped, and shut our engines down and allow the passengers to get off in a safe and friendly manner. So they were all happy. Engines are shut down.
I hope you enjoyed the flight.
and I hope you enjoyed the flight. Thanks for watching, and until next time, hope to see you again. Safe flying.